What's up, fam? Mr. Country CEO back in the house again, man. What's up? What's up? Hope y'all good. Hope y'all good. I'm good. Man, listen. Today begins a series of videos from all this week that's going to be talking about my takeaways, my five takeaways from the Mid-America Truck Show. Man, listen, I had a blast there. And I just could not help but to share with you guys some takeaways that I think will be real big, beneficial, and something that blows the mind, and then I think worthy of value to you. All right. And so today I want to talk about the first thing that was a takeaway for me on that first day from the Mid America Truck Show, and that is when you go to events like that, man, you can't, it ends up being inspiration that leads to motivation, right? Don't miss that. It's inspiration that leads to motivation. How is that, country CEO? Man, you're seeing this big old scene of people everywhere, trucks of every kind everywhere, exhibitors and vendors, anything that's got to do with trucking is here. And so this was my first one. No, not truck show, but my first to Mid America. I'd heard it was the biggest one. I missed it last year when I realized it was right up on me, or either I had just missed it. But I had made plans after last year that I'm going this year, right? And so when you come to this event, certainly, if you ask the country CEO what it did for me, first thing it did, it was inspiration that leads to motivation. I'll give you three things that I drew from that reality. It caused me to look at the past, right? That's the first thing it did. It caused me to look at the past and think about where I've come from, how far I've come, and how things used to be just 25 years ago. I celebrate 25 years in trucking in May. And so to think back to the year 2000 when I first got started and how trucking was from a pricing perspective, from what we made by the hour, from what the fuel was, from what the insurance was, how drivers were back then, no air conditioner. It just caused me to do a reflection of the past and where I come from and thinking about the good old days of old, right? Some of us still think about the good old days as being were a good thing, right? Even though we're making more money now, right? So it caused me when I'm seeing all of this in front of me to think about the past and think about trucking just as a whole and how far it's come and how important it is to this society. You heard me say a couple of weeks ago that the road truckers, are very adamant about letting us know that they are the ones that move this country forward, and that's true. But as a dump trucker, I would add to that the dump truckers are those that provide the road that the semi trucks use to move us forward, right? And so I reflected on the past, but then I moved quickly to the present. You know, when I had the past reflection, I did the current analogy and looked at where I am in business as of now, all that's going on, what has changed, right? We're making more money, but yet expenses are higher, right? Insurance is higher, fuel is higher, we're paying drivers more, those kinds of things. And even the governmental certifications and things that you have to pay the government, all of that stuff costs more. So times have changed, man. But when I think about the present, I also feel like we've come a long way, but we still got a good ways to go. We've made great progress in my business and where we have come from since the year 2000, starting out with one truck and now we got 10. We've made a lot of progress, and not just me, but when I look at the business as a whole, no matter how we gawk and complain and moan and groan about certain things, yet we can say that in a lot of ways the business has progressed forward. It hadn't went in the trash can or the garbage can, right? It's not a dumpster fire by any stretch of the imagination, like some of these jokers out here would have you to believe. So when I look at the present, man, look, I thank God for what it is. It could be worse, bad. Something that didn't hold me over. I mean, I believe I made a good living from it. And that helps to bring me to my last point, the future, right? When I saw all this in this big old building, I thought about the past. Then it caused me to think about the present. Then I thought about the future. what does trucking look like in the next 20 years? Although I probably won't be, I hope I am not trucking. I don't know. But but it thought made me thought about my future and where I want to go and what trucking looks like and what is my industry going to look like in 20 years. Well, I can say after having some great conversations, I feel good about trucking and dump trucking in particular, looking at the latest technology and stuff that'll blow your mind, man. It really impressed me. To help you to understand that part, I was shown a video about R.S. Godwin Bed Company that showed them with technology now that allows the guy on the paver to remotely pop your gate and dump your truck. Now that works with fleets and the paver companies. That'll work for them. Obviously, that wouldn't work for us. But just to think about the technology that it takes to do something like that was mind blowing, right? And I got a chance to talk to Logan, who was my bed company, and meet the guys who just put my last two trucks together. And I told them about the things, just automatically give me the mud flaps that are detachable. Go ahead and put backup cameras on my trucks, things of that nature. So I'm excited about the future that I see as it relates to, trucks and how they're made and the equipment outside of it. And then talking to some of the vendors, the insurance side of it, risk management, safety, and all that. Everybody feels good. I can tell you, what no ho hum here at this show. Everybody feels great about what the future looks like in trucking. And that's why one of my biggest takeaways was the inspiration that I got that sends me home and leads to me being motivated or leads to motivation. I hope that works for you. Inspiration. Get around you some inspiration that leads to motivation. I hope the country CEO has done that for you too. Y'all be good. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. I'm out of here. I'm gone.